Afternoon, guys. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? Yeah. Quick flip through. I apologise I didn't show this journal in the making, but it was simple to do. This was done using a kit called Sunflower Bloom from Andrea over at ARTYmaze, links below, and the Sunflower Bloom add-on kit. And all I did literally was printed out A4 size, well, they're A4 size sheets anyway. I printed it borderless, so it filled the whole sheet, and then all I did was just literally fold it in half and sew it. Then I added some green ribbon. This isn't a junk journal as such, this is more a notebook style journal. It is sewn in with the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I did originally staple it in, but me being, well, I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing, and I got the front cover, right, front and back cover, and the middle cover upside down. Well, they were the right way, and the pages inside were upside down, or the pages inside were the right way and they were upside down. So when I realised, I was like, oh no! So I just took the staples out and I flipped the front and middle cover upside, like the right way round, but then the holes didn't line up. So I thought, rather than redo it all, I just took the staples out and sewed it in instead. It is just, like I said, a simple little journal, well, more notebook style than anything, using nothing but the kit. There is, apart from a bit of ribbon that I've added from my own stash, there is nothing in here other than the kit itself, and it is gorgeous. So we have this page, which I have used obviously for the front and back page, and I've printed these on matte photo paper. I didn't use cardstock, I just used white matte photo paper. Now, I actually originally printed it onto, that was a different page. I originally printed it onto ivory coloured cardstock, and it printed out, and I'm looking thinking, it looks dirty. Don't know why, but it looks dirty. And I thought maybe my ink head, print heads, whatever, might have needed cleaning, so I did that. And then I printed this page, which was the next page, and I thought, well, it's still looking dirty, what's going on here? So then I thought, well, hang on a minute, I'm printing on ivory cardstock. Yeah, cardstock, this is cardstock. Let's try the photo paper and see. The difference is unbelievable. If you're going for a very vintage theme, then the ivory cardstock works well. More fingers and thumbs today. Yeah, if you want like a vintage theme, style, look, whatever, the ivory cardstock is good for that. It really gives it that aged vintage look. But I didn't want that. I wanted the brightness of the colours and everything to show through. So definitely the difference between the two. There's quite a huge difference between the two actually. So there's nothing wrong with this, and I will use it. But I just didn't want that for this particular project. So yeah, I stuck to the not cardstock, the matte photo paper. So like I said, this page here was used for the front cover, and then this page here was used for the middle cover, just to add a bit of more strength and stability in the middle where I've sewn in. And the front cover and this middle cover was printed on the matte photo paper. The rest of the pages in here were printed on just normal printer paper. Excuse me. They were just printed on normal print paper, so they're probably not as vibrant as they would be, like on here, this sort of paper, but I don't mind, it's a notebook. But yeah, so I used this, I bought this kit specifically to make this journal as a birthday present for one of my friends. But yeah, so she's going to love this. She loves sunflowers. I love how vibrant that is. Gorgeous. And I used some orangey coloured cross-stitching thread to bind it with. But yeah, so the front cover, the inside middle cover, and then these, the envelopes and all the little bits from the kit. Apart from this, not all of them, most of them. These were printed on normal paper. They should have been on the matte photo paper, but I put the wrong paper in, so I just left it. But the majority of the ephemera is printed onto the matte photo paper. But I've done nothing really to embellish this. All I've done is added the pockets here and on the outside of the inside cover to add things in. The rest of it, I've just printed it and put it in the envelopes and everything for Michelle to use as and where in the journal she wants to. But yeah, so there was a little envelope there with a card, journaling card, fits in just nicely. And then there was these, which are just like mason jars. I will open one up, but I'm not going to try and tie it back up on camera because I'm all fingers and thumbs today for some reason, and I really struggled. But yeah, so this one and this one are just little like mason jar cutouts. And all I did was just folded them in half and then tied the extra thread from binding around to make it into like a little jar, so she can have some like secret notes in there. And then I just popped that in there. Then there are some other little bits as well, other little bits of ephemera. I haven't printed on the backs, I left them as is. But yeah, really cool. So she can use them as she pleases. 2 tickets. I like these tickets. And I just paper clipped them in onto the pocket, like I said, so Michelle can use them as she pleases and wherever she pleases. And I have used the front and back covers in the kit, so the fronts and backs, and I've used some of the backs as fronts as well, but no, some of the fronts as backs. Yeah, so each page has something on it, so like a front page and then a back page, front page, back page, front page, back page. Here's one of the envelopes. I really like this one. And inside this I have made some little booklets, and they are extra little journaling cards. They were 4, I can't remember how many there were on a sheet. I printed them as a full sheet and then cut them down, but I left them in 2s. I didn't cut between them to make them singles, I left them in 2s. And then I have this yellow paper that's a bit like straw paper. It's actually come out of a scrapbook that we get here in the UK, ready-made scrapbooks that we get here in the UK. I love that paper. It's kind of like, has like a recycled feel to it. And I just took one A4 sheet and tore it down. Put 2 pages in each book. So that's them 2. There are 2 more in the other envelope, which we'll come to shortly. And then again, another front page and a back page. Just paper clipped it on. A front page and a back page. Another front page, another back page. Then we get to the middle bit. This, I did print on the back of this. And this came on one sheet as that. It was an A4 sheet with just that on it. And I cut around it. And instead of cutting across, I just folded it and turned it into a little fold out. I printed on the back of that as well, mainly because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with it, whether I was going to cut them and use it as a book or use them separate, but it worked okay. And then here we have some like banners, page banners, that's it. I can never remember the name of these things. Little page banners. Sorry, focus. Yep, some little page banners. So, and then we have a tiny little seed packet made up and glued. I haven't done anything or put anything in there, but then we have a little seed packet. Now I could have gone to town and put all these in the book as tuck some pockets and embellishments, and I could have made paper clips or all sorts, but Michelle's quite crafty herself, and I thought, no, I will leave it. And let Michelle decide where she wants everything to go. Is that not paper clipping on today? Let's do it that way instead. The envelope flap's getting in the way. Okay, and I've just clipped them in. I didn't want to tuck them in the pockets because they get lost. They're quite deep pockets and they get lost in the pockets. So I just clipped them on. Yep, and then this were a beautifully decorative page. So I thought, oh, it's just too nice to have half and half. So I made that the main feature of the middle section. And then the strings. Another pocket. And then these are extra pockets, which I said I printed on plain paper, plain printer paper, as I forgot. They should have been printed on the matte photo paper, but I forgot and put the wrong paper in. So you get two the same of each. But yes, I've already scored them as well, so all she needs to do is just fold them over and glue them wherever she wants. And I know she's got her own glue and stuff for that too. And then we have the page tabs. Michelle's a huge fan of tabs. Yeah, so I know she really likes page tabs. I've done a really bad job of cutting some of these out, Michelle, so you're probably going to have to go around them yourself. But yeah, so I thought, well, I'm not going to put them on where I want them. I'll leave them and I'll let her decide because I know she really likes tabs. But yeah. There's quite a few actually. There is a fair few. That's an impressive little bundle. So, and like I said, I'm a bit rubbish at cutting them out. So, Michelle won't bother. She'll just go over them herself when she's got time. There are only a few little bits anyway. But, yep, and I just paper clip them on there as well. Keep them together. And then of course we come to the back of the pages. So, but this is such a beautiful kit, and I have, like I said, I've done nothing really apart from just print it out, fold it in half. I printed it borderless, so like I said, it printed full sheet, no white border around it. I just printed it out, folded it in half and sewed it in. But then what I did were, because when you fold pages in half they kind of waterfall out to the side, I just got my metal ruler, lined it up with the cover, and then used my craft knife to just cut down the bits that were hanging over to make it all level. That were it really, that's all I did. So some of these pages on the edges are a little bit rough. Where were we? We were on this page, I think. 3. Yep, we were here on this page, I believe, this one. What I've done with the envelopes is I've counted the pages in, so I believe there are, I think, anyway, what are we in? 1, 2, 3, that one. Oh, no, 6. Where did I do it? I've lost now. 1, 2, 3. I've counted the middle page, that's why. 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3. It was paperclip to this page. Oh, honestly. I counted the middle page as well. Because that then makes it the middle of that side of the signature. But yes, there is another envelope which matches the page, the other side to this page actually. There. But yeah, another envelope, and then like I said, in this envelope are the other 2 mini books that I made. Nothing in it, just that yellow paper, and sewn in with the same thread that I bound the book with, so it all ties in. Yeah, so just some little extra spaces to journal or stick pictures or whatever. Oops. And just paper clipped in. Another page. I love this page. Not focused yet. I don't know what it is about this page, but I really love that page. And butterflies. Oh, I love butterflies. The add-on kit actually also had some butterflies, these butterflies, on the kit. But I'm absolutely useless at fussy cutting butterflies, so I didn't cut them out. And then, there we go. And then we get to these. And this, excuse me, this was just a row of 3 tags, which I cut out and scored and folded, and then I punched the hole in the top, and then I just left it as like a little mini booklet. You can hide stuff in there. And then because these were extremely difficult to tie, I cheated and just looped it through. But I'm not going to do that on camera because I'll faff it. And then this, oh dear me, this was a complete mess up on my part. Again, this was just on an A4 sheet of paper. Oops, sorry. And I was printing on the back, except I forgot when I put the paper back in to print on the back, I put it in the wrong side, so printed lines on the front. But I like it actually. I actually quite like it, strangely enough. And I just did the same with this. I just cut them out as one and then hole punched through. Actually slightly missed the hole there. I managed to get it on them too, but I slightly misjudged it on there. But yeah, and then I just threaded this green ribbon through this one. So that way this ties in with the ribbon that I used as the closure, because this is a big tag and this ribbon pokes out the top. So then, like I said, it ties in with it poking out the top there, it ties in with the green ribbon that I used to close it with. And then, last but not least, when I get it off, we have tiny tickets. Quite a few of these as well. I think these match the tabs, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't checked. But yes, some little tiny tickets. They are awesome. This whole kit is amazing, and she's gonna absolutely love this because sunflowers are Shell's favourite. But yeah, just awesome. Awesome. And the price was really, really good as well. The kit is not expensive. It is really good, extremely good value for money. And then there's the other little seed packet. Now the seed packets, some of the ephemera on the add-on I did print on a lower scale. So instead of printing at normal size, I printed, some of them I printed 2 things to a sheet, or even 4 maybe. I can't remember off the top of my head now. But yes, so these are probably smaller here than what they would be if you was to print them full size, because like I said, I did print 2 or 3 or even 4, I think it were, to a sheet to make them a little bit smaller. But I can't remember which way I did it now. And that is it, guys. It is just that. It is gorgeous. I love this kit so much. And yeah, like I said, it's just made up as a notebook. There's nothing fancy in there or anything like that. It is just the kit. So anybody feeling a bit daunted on, oh my gosh, I don't know how to make a journal, I don't even know where to begin, begin by doing this. Seriously, just do this. Just print it out. If you don't print out borderless, then just cut around the white border so that you've got that. Fold it in half. Make sure all your other papers fit and sew it in. Just sew it in. You don't even need to print on this matte photo paper either. If you're not bothered about your covers being solid, just be careful with them a little bit. Or if you've got some cardstock, even some decorative scrapbooking papers you could use as a cover, just to give it a bit of support on the cover. Like I said, these are just printed on normal paper, normal printer paper, copy paper, and I use the Asda Smart Price paper, and I keep saying it's 80 GSM, but it's actually not. The Asda Smart Price paper is 75 GSM, so it's actually a bit lower quality than everybody else uses, because normal paper is usually 80 GSM. But it still prints great, it still works, it's paper, you know. And even these, print these out onto normal paper if you want to, and then back them on some decorative cardstock or white cardstock, anything. You don't need all this fancy stuff to create a journal. So anyway, that's my little bit of advice, because I love these kits. I have loads of kits from loads of different people, and I am the world's worst for buying these kits and then thinking, oh, I'll do this with them, I'll do that with them. I've seen such body do this with them, I'll try that. And then I don't do it because I know, looking at it, I think I'm never going to be able to do that. Or not never be able to do that, but I don't feel confident enough to do that. This is me. I like doing simple things. I like the more complicated stuff, and I am trying, but this is me. I could knock out hundreds, well, I wouldn't, but I'd be happy enough to just do one of these in every kit that I've got. In fact, I might even do that just for myself, because I do use notebooks like this. But yeah, so anyway, I will shut up now, because that's not what this video was about. I just wanted to show off this beautiful, beautiful kit, and thank you, Andrea, so much for everything you do and creating your beautiful kits. Yes, this was, I ordered this a few days ago, and then I got, I can't remember what the other ones were I got. I think I got two more. But yeah, I'm really excited about playing with them as well. But that's it, guys. This is the flip through for the Sunflower Bloom digital kit from Andrea over at ARTYmaze, and her links are below. Please go and check her out. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you later. Goodbye.